Welcome everyone. Welcome to class today. So happy to have you guys. I'm Vanessa. This is Vitality Ballet. This is an evening class today. It's very nice. It's like typically we meet during the day, so thank you so much for coming live and such a pleasure to have you here. So this class is an open adult ballet class. It's going to be posted so that all of our Friday corps de ballet dancers and anyone popping in later can pop in and take the Friday class, which is typically live. This will be a recorded class. So I'm excited to be here. So we're going to dive on in nice and easy. It's a relaxing class for maybe the end of your week or whenever you're tuning in. We're starting facing your bar here. Of course, if you're nursing any injuries, I know some of you have messaged me that you have injuries, so please listen to your body. There's no pressure in this class to perform. So it's just for you. So we're going to start nice and relaxed, hands down at your side, and I'm going to give you some reminders throughout class today to really just check back in with our posture here. So we'll start back with this one. So we're going to start with our hands down, rolling the shoulders up. We go roll up, breathe inhale, and exhale, rolling the shoulders back. Good, just checking in with our posture and how we want to be standing. You're going to think about your shoulder blades coming together. You're still pulling your rib cage in, so we're not splaying out the ribs. Good, nice and relaxing. And 7. Arms float up. We switch just with peeling the right foot, pressing gently over the pointed foot, back down to the gentle demi-point, and switch other side. Pressing over the demi. Full point stretch, maybe over the toes if you have that flexibility. Demi-point, and flat plie. Double time, we do elevate right and left. These tracks are really short today, so we'll just blend them right from one to the next as you do your high releves. Good, engaging to the backs of our legs. Good, stepping back with that right leg. Settle into a quick calf stretch. Good, really releasing maybe any stretch or any tightness in that back of the calf. Good. Transitioning to placing that foot either up onto the bar into the hip flexor stretch, or just stepping it back maybe into that runner's lunge or maybe an exaggerated calf stretch. It doesn't take much for me to feel this stretch anymore. Good. Just hold that there for a moment. We're going to make our way back up here. We're going to wrap that arm around and feeling that quadricep stretch. Good. Releasing that leg, just tucking it back into 6th position, switching to the opposite side, stepping back. Good. Pressing that heel back down into your floor. Planning now for how you want to stretch out your hip flexors here. That might be back into the runner's lunge. That might be stepping back up onto the bar or your chair. Good. We'll make our way back up to the top. And we'll do our final quadricep stretch, wrapping the arm around, maybe grabbing your toes if you want to get that stretch for the top of your feet here. Good. And then we'll gently relax that leg down. Final stretches, we're going to take those arms reverse and just open your chest like you're pulling gently back and opening, rolling your shoulders back. Good. This one can be done just by hugging your hands behind you too. Good. Whatever feels best. Relax your shoulders. We're going to transition your bar over to your left hand on the bar. So we can start with that traditional studio setting. All right. So we're going to do 2 demis. 1 elevate to ground. Perfect. Okay. So let's do from first position. Inner thighs are connected. We'll have a 5 and a 6. Port de bras is our focus today, so we're really going to emphasize the use of our upper body. We have our 2 demi pliés and a demi and stretch, and elevate straight up as the arms climb up, and then going from there into the grand plie. So we're gonna land your grand plie from your elevate, continuing the line all the way into your port de bras. Remind yourself in the grand plie, you can really listen to whatever flexibility you have, if your knees don't feel so great, but it's 2 demis and stretch. Give your arm and bring it away. Elevate, really tighten through the back of your seat muscles, and then landing the grand plie from there. Knees over toes. We're focusing on rotation, wrapping from the top of your hips. You're gonna sculpt those legs, and then 1 port de bras each direction. That's it. From second position, we'll transition to third. Same thing, I always remind you to watch your inside knee in third, and then final one is in fifth. That's even more challenging. Hips are level, and our knees are over toes. No damaging those precious knees. All right, here we go. First position, from the top, relaxing your shoulders. 5, 6, present your arms, 7, 8, demi, and stretch. Giving the arm away. Elevate straight up, grand plie. Coming up forward, port de bras, melting 1 step into the next. Good, flat back to come back up. Beautiful, very nice. 7, 8. Head is looking at the hand. Good, fluid movement, nice and relaxed. Elevate up. Grand plie from there with your heels coming forward. Up and over. This is your cobra into your side bend bar. 5, 6, adjust 7, adjust 8. Nice and clean transition, nice. And give the arm, good. Keeping it on your back. Elevate straight up. Grand plie, heels pressing forward. Here we go up. And port de bras away. Good, I always like to think about the right shoulders dropping. 6, 7, 8, 1. Reminding ourselves that in demi-plie, those heels are really pressing into the floor. Elevate, we rise without any bend. Grand plie right from there. Good. The final one, drop your tailbone and press your feet into your floor. Shoulders are even. And finishing nice and calm and finish. Beautiful. Very nice. All right, excellent. Let's go right away. Other side. All right, first position for demi-plies. Remind yourself your shoulders are relaxed and your arms are coming from your back. Demi-plie. Good. Think of sliding down an imaginary wall. Right? So here we go. We're going up. And then we're coming straight down your wall. Nice. Breathing in, exhale as your inner thighs squeeze tight together. Coming up. 7, 8. Lovely. Beautiful seaming those pieces of the movements just together. Kind of creates a dance right from the beginning of your class. Elevate. Dropping your tailbone down. And grand plie. Nice. Watching the shoulders pressing. Looking up and down over the shoulder. 5, 6, 7. Nice clean transition here, so it's not kind of wiggling into the next transition. Elevate. Third position, so it's an open position. cage here. So keep that rib cage connected. Elevate, lengthening your tailbone. Grand plie. Good. We have that slight reaching out just to retrace it as you're going to columbrate to the back. Everything back into our center when we return from that back position. We just want to make sure we bring everything back in with us again. Excellent. Very good. All right, tendus. We're going to do that demi-point, full point, 2 push. All right, perfect. So from first position, we're going to really focus on those arms on our back here. It's so tricky. So we're going to have your demi-point and full point, demi-point and down, and push and draw it back to first. You have a demi point, full point, demi point, bring it in and push, draw it in. When I do that, I like to think like I'm dragging my foot through the sand. You don't want to relax your foot when you bring it in. You actually want to keep it stretched until you come in and then you relax your foot. So it actually strengthens underneath your arch of your foot and your metatarsals a little bit more because we're forcing those muscles to work longer. And so it's a great help in strengthening our feet here, especially if you get foot cramps. Like, it's very normal. So if you do, that's totally normal. Here we go. First position, we're gonna have our left hand on our bar. Here we go. 6, just arms in second, or you can place them on your hip. Demi point, full point, demi point, and land. Push, draw it to first. That's right. Demi point, full point. Nice and stretched with those knees. Push in. Good. I always can feel it in the drag in with the arch. It really does strengthen those muscles. Push. Good. Of course, you're watching your inside knee. We're going to do this whole thing. Oh, no, we're not going to do it again. These tracks are so short. We go. Push. Bring it in. We are going to elevate here, though. Everyone bringing that elevate up. Go to that first position. Think about lengthening tailbone, right? If you tend to pitch forward like I do, let's protect our lower back. Beautiful. Very nice alignment. Good. And when you're ready, let's take those arms out through second position, lifting from underneath our back. Beautiful allongé, which means to elongate. And coming down. Yes, sometimes just getting out of the balance is harder than even just balancing because it's hard to come down with that much control. Very nice. Let's go right away to our other side. 6, 7, lifting underneath. Shift your weight to your new supporting leg. Push, bring it in. You got it. Demi point, full point. Try to keep our weight here over that new supporting right leg. While the left leg does the fancy work. Demi, stretch, demi. Good, we're thinking about our hip placement here, that ballet square. We go and demi. Good, the top of your arch is really pushing in, elevate. We're gonna go this time all the way up to 5th position. So really pull that rib cage in. Back of our legs are working. And the path of that arm goes straight up over to 5th. Beautiful. And then when you're done, you'll open the arms through second, still an allongé, just meaning elongating, and finish. Very nice, good. All right, so now we move on to the tendu from 5th position. So we have 3 tendus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do that front, and then we do that back, and then we side, 2 tendus. Okay, perfect. So let's do this one from 5th or 3rd, of course, anyone taking later. So we're gonna do 7 and then 8, 3 and in and 2 and in and 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go to the seam. Oh, let me think. Is that what I meant? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, close on 5. That's what it is. So those are cloche. Cloche means like a bell. So the word basically it comes from that idea of a ding dong, like it's kind of swinging through. comes through first, close and back. Then we repeat it again and back. Same thing. 3 tendus to cross. And 1, 2, 3, close in. I think that's right, because we need to go to the side. I know I'll hear it as soon as I hear it in the music. We do the same thing to the side, 3 tendus. It goes double roll through your foot, thinking about placing that foot down, peeling it off the floor, lift to close, reverse the whole thing. All right, 3 tendus, 1, 2, 3, cloche, 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 and in, and 3, and 2, and 1, here we go, and cloche, and cloche, and cloche, close on in. Port de bras. All right, so port de bras in the cloche. You can offer that lift and switch. It only comes from our upper body. So you really want to think about almost just the chest reacting to that movement so it doesn't become too much, but it's just that open and close factor. So I want us to play with that. You'll actually feel it underneath your arm as well as it's starting to move with you. So just that little épaulement, but really isolate it to just that upper thoracic spine, not getting into the lower back or pelvis. So we're gonna start with our 5th position, left hand on the bar, nice and tight knees. Here we are, crossed, tendu. 7, you have 3 tendu, and 2, and 3, back, front, back, close, 1, and 2, you have 3, cloche, 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 in 3 to the side, 2, 3, toe ball heel, toe ball heel, and in, bring it in, give ourselves a plie, we're resetting from the top. Here we go to the back and 1, and 2, you have 3, cloche, 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 and 1, good, and your head was already there. Nice, looking out, looking under, out, under, and 1. Nice, very good, tailbone is down. 3, toe ball heel. That peeling, I love that slow place. In, bring it in, land in plie, 7, and beautiful. Very nice, gorgeous placement of the feet. When we can slow it down in that toe ball heel action. All right, nice. Here we go. Remind yourself just now when we do that cloche, just keep those hips really square. It's so easy just to add any element of opening our square. When I taught little kids, I would tell them to pretend to draw with a magic marker, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, keeping that really squared placement from the very beginning. Here we go. Back to 5th. Arm in 2nd. You have 1, 2. Good, lifting our elbow, but our shoulder pressing down. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Good, tendu. Weight out of our supporting heel, and cloche. Good, here we go, 3 to the side. 3, toe ball heel, toe ball heel. Bringing it in. Good, relax your Achilles tendons for a moment. Reverse, here we go. Good, everything's nice back lifted, gorgeous posture. Uncloche, cloche, cloche. Good, making sure that opposite shoulder is coming with you here, so it's nice and level. Across. Good, here we go to the side. 3, toe ball heel. Oh my goodness, that's Siri. It's done this only a few times so far. Toe ball heel. Bringing it back in. Plie. And finish on bow. Very nice. In that finish, I was just reminding the student this morning, remember that our elbows do not pinch back. It's so tempting, especially since we can't really tell. Elbows are nice and flat, which creates flatness across our back too. Beautiful. Yes. All right. Degagé. Let's do, I think I was doing this one today. We have 4 each way. It's not too fast. 1, All right, so dégagé, we're using full port de bras here today. And 7, arm on head on 8 for dégagé. It's not too fast, which I like because it allows us to focus on some of the technical aspects of a dégagé. Reaching out, thinking about where your foot is placing, making sure that elbow isn't dropping here, right? 4 to the front, 4 to the side, 4 to the back. Your arm won't travel down and through. Yeah, so you know exactly the placement. 4. Now we finish. We go coupe back, coupe front, elevate, elevate. All right, yeah, the hardest thing is we don't want to land on our toes, which I have done before. So I like that it really forces us to think about that rotation from your hips, from your glutes, and then we do the whole thing from the back. 4 to the back, 4 to the side, 4 to the front, 2 inside coupe, changes to elevate, pressing down, and that's it. The port de bras. We'll get a balance in at the end. All right, so pick your start. If you're doing 3rd, stick to that. If you're doing 5th, stick to that. Here we go. 6, arm 7, nice and stretch through those knees. Out. In little picture moment, as you can hear in the music here. 4. Good, yes, that moment with our friend Kelly Pratt here. She'll take our picture as we hold and hold. Here we go, arm comes down, 1. Yeah, the nice thing with artistry is that our legs can be so kind of fiery and spicy here, but the arms can be soft. 2 coupes, changing, elevate, elevate. Good, we're gonna restart the music. I know these tracks are so short, but we have to do the whole thing in reverse. 7 to the back, 1. Good, beautiful placement of that hip and the inside leg. 1. Good, now I always personally like to take a little quick check in with my pelvis here from the back to the side, so make sure your tailbone is dropped down. 2, 3. Here we go. Coupe inside leg. Really toe ball heel, elevate. Staying up, up, up. Taking that outside leg. Bring it over to your susu. You were already up there, so it's not a far transition. Beautiful. All right, let's do a quick posture check here. Shoulders rolling back, right? Sometimes it's easy to hunch forward. Nice work. Beautiful balance. Maybe find something in your room that's not moving. And then take your time to finish. All right, relax your legs. Let's go right away. The slow speed, don't let it mess you up. Because there's still so much to think about, especially even in the rotation on your legs. Here we go. Other side, dégagés. 7, arm and 5th. 1. Good. I even want you to think about your breathing when you're doing this. And a lift to the new position. Nice. Good. We're thinking about that elbow support. Derriere, 1. Beautiful. I love that hold. We change our weight in, down, up. Elevate, elevate, and down. Here we go from the top. I need a pianist. 6, 7, arabesque. 1. Yeah, so it almost comes down through point and then lands in your 5th. And a 1. Close back. Good, remind you of those even numbers. We always close in the direction you were just in. 1. Good, shoulders down. You're feeling your breath. You're feeling those muscles in your quads. And up, coupe. Toe ball, heel scoop. Elevate twice and stay. Now we take your outside leg. It slides over to meet you. So it's such a nice clean transition. On this side again, option to take those arms all the way overhead. Good, just reminding you to open your elbows flat to the side. Good, and I make sure I specify not flat, like all the way back here, right? Because that's going to be too far behind us. You can still see in your peripheral vision those arms above your eyes. So if you can't see them, you'll know that they're too far back. All right. So let's go into our ronde-jambes. Okay, so let's do this one next. Brush. Okay. Brush. Okay, perfect. Easy. All right, so let's go for this one nice and light on those hips here. You're not going to kind of think of muscling the leg, just relax, using your plie to help that leg. So 7 and an 8. Envelope, reach, 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 reach. Folding that knee into the retiré and then closing it down. And it's not too slow, so it really just fluid stretch. Now you changed your inside leg. Watch that knee as it comes into a retiré. Remember that close heel to the back and close. Transition to 3 ronde-jambes à terre, right, on the ground. It stops right behind the head. Don't overcross, don't stop it too early, because the last one goes on layer around, lift, 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 and close in. That's it. So if you need to add any croisé, you are always welcome to. So you're going to hit someone or something behind you. You're going to brush in and envelope thigh. You can even do a little pivot back. That is perfectly acceptable. Any ballet studio, home studio, you can always change your angles at the bar. 3 à terre, the 4th one on layer, all the way around and close. These tracks are so short, so my plan is to do a stretch. If the track ends, I might stop it, or we might tag into it and add it on in the end. Circular port de bras, nice and firm into the leg, and then a circle all the way around. Not like you're making a lasso with your arm, right? It's from your torso, and your arm is reacting to that stretch. All right, we're transitioning back. We start with our envelope. If you have some extension in there you want to explore today, please go for it now. Start loosening up the hips. Here we go. 6, 7, really breathe and relax. Envelope, stretch. In, down, back, brush. Change. 3. 4th one, we stay on one level and keep it there. Beautiful. We brush. Pulling it in. Changing. That inside leg is always so tricky. Good. We transition. Just place that foot down. 2. Take that 5th position. We're going to go right away into that stretch. I think it's really important. We continue with that same stretching action, but now through the circular port de bras, reaching away on your diagonal. Good. Really keep those knees straight so you get the stretch you deserve. Coming in, lifting to go back. Retiré from here. So this is where you have options. When you're doing an elevate, you would go up through sous-sus and then find that retiré. But this can also be done right from the flat. The hardest part is you don't want to rest our foot, right? It's so tempting. So we just want that baby toe just barely touching. Good. Take your time. And then you're done whenever you're ready to finish. Very nice. Good. All right. Other side. The envelope with the plie, I will say, is challenging. When you do that, you kind of want to feel this smash up between sitting, but also kind of sliding down a wall, because what you don't want to do is sit right, like this. So you want it to be right flat down, right where you are, instead of kind of a back motion. It is so tricky. So I want us to find that kind of balance between those two. But more so the flat, less than sitting. It'll make it easier for you. Here we go. And you just breathe and relax your shoulders. Rush into the floor. Knee pulls back. Transition. Rush through the back. Knee comes back. Good. Toe ball heels. Your weight just gently transfers, freeing up that working leg. And run the jump. Rotate, rotate, lengthen. Beautiful. Good. Here we go back. Yeah, I love how we bring the thigh back. Thigh comes back. It doesn't have it on its own. Nice. Checking in with the back, making sure those shoulders are relaxed. Around. Good. Lift to close to the fifth position, because here we go into the stretch. Breathe, exhale into the stretch. Good. I love to make sure we're still using our rotators to still feel that action in your hips. Good. So what I mean by that, if you're thinking, how do I stand like with my rotators? You're still feeling this rotation even as you're standing there, because now you're still using it. Because now we're going up into the retiré. That can be done from flat, can be done from elevate, but you can see you're still rotating. Yes, beautiful. And then when you're done with that bounce, flat or on releve, your baby toe kind of screws its way down and then lands, so it feels nice and tight and connected to that leg. Nice. All right. Moving on, we do have a fondue today. Oh wait, no, is that due? No, that was last week. We have a frappé today. All right. Sail two, and then double, and then double, and then double. Okay, perfect. All right, so for this exercise, we start with singles around, we go to a double. Option for a single changement at the bar is very light, and then into one more cloche. So what that's going to look like is we're going to do a preparation. I always think this preparation is tricky. It's just the standard prep, but if for some reason it's a little tricky. Your head goes in, and then it opens. So one more time, if that's new for you. We go 7, slight inclination into the bar, and 8, head opens, arm opens. Single and a single and a single and a single, beat, beat front, double side, double back, and then I did close, changement, double, oh no, that makes more sense. So you did your double back, cloche front, little plie to changement. All right, at the bar, they're super small, and you do not have to jump. If you're a non-jumper of mine, then just come through, and you can do a little coupe. If you're doing changement, in French, it means change. So you're just taking your front leg and changing it to the back. We land through that nice toe ball heel like a cat. We repeat from the back. Single, we're brushing with the ball of your foot, right? Feel that and hear that in your studio. Double, nice and tight around your ankle. Brush it to the back, plie, and changement. That's it. All right? So let's start with that left hand on the bar. Remind yourself that artistically, a frappe, you want to have a little bit more staccato movement, that hold, much more striking and exciting. So we have, okay, this one, album, okay, here we are. No, all right, 6, 7, Changement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double back, double side, double front, brush, plié. And then we get our last little changement. Very nice. Yeah, that syncopated movement means we have the same phrasing, but we're going to get more movement into that same phrase. So we make it work by playing with the music and the musicality. And I love that. It's so fun as a dancer. Here we go. We ready? We'll try the other side. Little prep coming up. 6, you have 7, and single front, side. Think about the forward rock connected to your back, double front. And your head is just following close. Changement. 1, 2. Good, elbow lifted, double back, double side, double front, close plié. Second time around. And remember, the nice thing is if you get late, you can use your own musicality to catch yourself back up. Good, that's excellent. 2, 3, and nice and strong, center and up front. Very nice, excellent. Okay, that was like felt cardio, just like that little jump. All right, last thing we have at the bar before we come center is we're gonna do a little bit of an adagio today. Okay, so this one's we have a quasi double play, 8 counts. I don't know what that says. Oh, circle back, okay. Okay, cool. I know what this one is. All right, so adagio for today. We're gonna do a nice slow développé up to the front. I'm gonna mark it with my arms because my legs are gonna be tight. So we're gonna développé up. We're gonna bring it out to the front. We're gonna plié there. We're gonna circle it up and around to the back and close it. Wait, I feel it. Oh, that's what I want. Okay, sorry. So actually, scratch that. What I have planned for today is we're going to start with an A facé. So you're going to go 7 and 8. Start your développé slightly on an angle away. That A facé line as you wrap through this early coup de pied. You're slightly on that angle. You're coming all the way up. It's just nice and slow. You have it away. Plié option to have that same element of that lift, almost like you're sitting in the chair without sitting. You're actually just going straight down. Lifting the leg, bring it back in, change. We'll do the same thing to the side, développé, but this time when you do the plié, we lift the leg and bring it all the way around to the round jump back. Plié there, into the attitude, that can be done from flat as well. And then we're gonna balance there, and then we'll repeat the whole thing from the back. Like there's something in my shoe, and does not feel good. Okay, then we do the whole thing in the back, all right? So développé, we'll face into the bar. Plié, correct ourselves just by a pivot on the balls of our feet. Same thing to the side, plié, reaching, lifting to the front, plié, attitude, we balance there, we bring it down, and we stretch. That's it, all right? If there is time to stretch, which I'm almost 100% sure there is not because these tracks are so short, we'll just get our beautiful adagio in, and it's done. So this is also a strength builder, strength and endurance, right? We need that for ballet. Here we go, A facé, using that surly coup de pied, that beautiful wrap of your foot. Here we go. Développé. Reaching it out. Plié, lengthen. Touching down. And lift to close. Surly coup de pied. Good, presenting the inside of your foot. Plié, reach. Your You have that, and you can even add the allongé of the arm and the leg so that you can get out of it through susu and finish. Here we go. Other side. That's it. We got this. All right. Breathe and relax your shoulders. Make sure our core muscles are going to help us. And little aphyseal chain. Good. We stretch the bottom knee until we start the plié. Beautiful change. Back to one. So that you're wrapping your toes, hiding the bind. Plié. Bring it around. Plié attitude. Good. Right away, degagé. Plié, lengthen, keeping your back tall. And pivoting on the balls of your feet to the Alice signal. There's no surly coup de pied from the back. Plié front. Attitude on flat or on relevé. And exit strategy whenever you're ready to come out and relax. Beautiful, very nice, good. Okay, let's go ahead and do a quick stretch at your bar. Fit that in because it's so good, it's so important for us. So we'll do a quick bar stretch starting in your croisé. You can now step away from the bar, use your couch, use your kitchen countertop, whatever feels best for you. It's not a long stretch again, but I think it's a good one. So we'll take that leg up to croisé. Rotate that leg. We're coming up through fifth. Breathe and exhale as we descend over the leg. Now in this stretch, you can move. You do not have to be stationary. Good. You can bend and stretch that bottom knee. You can flex that heel. Good. We come up. We do our porter rod to the back. We pivot on the supporting leg. And we change. Good. The next song is going to roll into it. It's like the shortest stretch. Here we go. Opposite arm comes over. Drop the tailbone down. Good. Switching it with the other way. Drawing the tailbone down even though we're going away. Resist the urge and change the hips. Good. Maybe one more. Anything else you want to do on this side? I like to do a flex because it stretches out at the back of my leg. Whatever else you need on this side. Good. And then we are going to take that leg off. And we'll get ready for the other side. All right. Here we go. We'll shake out that leg. We'll get our stretch on with croisé. Good. Bring those hips back so they're nice and even and level. And we'll descend over your leg. Feel free to flex if you get a better stretch that way. Part one, I like to stretch with a point, and part two, I like flexed. Good. When you're ready, we're coming back up, giving ourselves a colombe to the back. Your head looks to your elbow. Beautiful. Very nice. We'll transition here to that Alice Saigon for this faster song, but just keep your body relaxed. We go up and stretch. Good. Take your Great job with the bar. Hopefully you guys feel nice and warm. You can relax your legs, get a sip of water. Come center. And get our music. This one. Perfect. We go to the back. Perfect. Okay, so we'll break this one into two sections of our combination just to for our own like sanity here. So the first section is your tendus alternating with your battements, just to get our legs elevated off the floor without something else to hold on to. I'm gonna give myself even more room, adding more space. At your home studio. We're rearranging. There we go. We give ourselves the maximum space here. So we're gonna go from your fifth position, croisé. And we'll make sure you do one more survey. You're not going to bang your toes on anything. 7 and an 8. Beautiful classic arms. You have your left arm up, your right arm out. Tendu and an in. Grand battement and an in. Doesn't matter the height. It just matters the placement. Change. The seamless change. And when you did this, you just stepped a little bit more of your weight into that front foot now so that we can transition without falling over, which is not easy. One tendu, one battement, and in part 2, we tendu. You haven't changed anything, you just went right back to a tendu. We went into a fourth position. We take a balance. I just fell over out of that balance, so just use that balance to help you prep for that pirouette. This is a pirouette from fourth, so from the side you can see it's really about 1 foot wide. Right? Your weight is slightly more toward the front, it's not to the back, and it's not even super even. Like it's more towards your front leg because you're gonna be there already. So you kind of want to use it as a practice. I'm already there, I'm using my back foot for my push off to get me there. And I'm practicing that thigh flat. The last thing you want to think about is just which way am I going, right? So in your pirouette, your front left arm is an arrow. That elbow's your arrow and it's telling me I'm going this way. My back foot is gonna push up and push to the position. So we're opening your door, closing the door. Open the door, close the door. And the action of your foot is just going push. So there is some energy in it. The first one, you're just practicing that balance. And then the second one, this is where all the dancers have options, all right? So you might just continue with the balance. You might do 2 half pirouettes, landing in fourth. You might do a double pirouette. You might be 2 singles. You choose whatever works best for you. We'll finish there. The only thing I'm trying to think is after we finish that section, because I want to give you time more time to practice. Yeah, I think we'll just finish on this side. So we'll finish, short tracks, get your pirouettes in, stop, and we'll go to the left. All right, so start here, croisé, head with épaulement, and we grand battement, alternating with tendu. We have 7 arm 8. 1, battement. Good, try to keep things nice and still, unaffected. Nice, here we go to the back. Battement, tendu, battement. Part 2, tendu, fourth position prep. And you're balancing. You can do that on releve if you like. Now we get ready. Dancer's choice. That's right. Close the door. Nice. We go up. Yes, that's right. So that foot's gonna go push, connect. And remember, from the front, it's coming right back to the front, just like we did at the bar. That's right. And then we close the door. That's right. Excellent. The hardest part is our foot wants to stay in the back, but we want to push it and bring it to the front, just like at the ballet bar. Excellent. Just find yourself practicing through the last little moment. This is it. 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Great job, guys. finish on that side. Relax your leg. Nice. The last thing I didn't talk about with this last side is spotting our head. And oh my goodness, it's so helpful. I get asked to spot all the time. How do I do that? So everyone just take a moment and relax. It's been a long day, long week. Just relax your head. Breathe, relax the shoulders. And then just find something in your room, and we're just gonna just take a moment and we're gonna explore how much rotation do you have? So I know I can rotate about this much, and then I'm gonna let my head come around again. And just do that a few times. I'm looking at something right in my window here. And just explore how much can you move your head before you have to snap it around. No, it's not whiplash here, right? But it's rotation, right? How much do you have? And then we're gonna explore that going to the other side before we do the pirouettes. Because that spot is gonna help us from getting so dizzy that we literally just fall over. Because if I don't spot, I just fall over too. So we wanna find that and bring our head around. Now remember, we're not glazing our eyes over. Our eyes are actually looking at it, right? And around, yes, good. Okay, so that is our spot. You can do that exercise anytime. There's never a shame in like reconnecting with our spot, especially as ballet dancers, super important. So now we'll go to the other side. We're gonna remind ourselves that that foot comes right back to the bar. Just like we did at the bar. It doesn't stay behind us, which is very tempting. All right, here we go. The left foot is in front. Relax your shoulders. And here we are, Tendu. 6. Is this our Tendu? No, this one's it. 6 arms, 7. You have Tendu. Barre. Tendu. Barre. Good. Here we go to the back. Up. Using your eyes to spot here already is not a bad thing. Here we go to the back. 4th position, our weight still is in that front left leg. We practice that balance. That foot knew right where to go. Remember, your elbow is your arrow, so maybe you start with a half turn. Half turn, right? We have a little bit of time here to practice. Maybe it's a full turn. But we've used our spot. Yes. Here we go with a half maybe again. Good, those arms just go. Close the door, open the door, close, and you are spotting. Draw your head around quickly, tailbone down, push. There you go, maybe a half, maybe it's a balance. And finish. All right, so a few things to observe in your own body from there. If you were starting to feel like this side was my weaker side, so I started to feel it in my calf muscles, right? You are not alone if you're starting to feel that like fatigue feeling, because we're going up to our toes over and over and over. So I want to end today with a few exercises that you can do at the bar to help strengthen and make that pirouette combination that we just did a little bit easier, right? Because so much of what we do is that repetitive motion up on our toes. So one version I'm going to show you is if you have a yoga block at home. You guys know my yoga block is my best friend. I'm going to show you options without this, but if you happen to have one, this is like from TJ Maxx, you know, in one of those like on the side shelf, not expensive here. But if you have one, what you can do is you stand on the edge of it as if you had a chair and you're going up, or not chair, a stair and down. And you can do these repetitions, 3 sets of 10, going up and down, and then transitioning it to the one foot and down, like your heels kind of hanging off the chair. Not the chair, the stair. And I don't recommend doing that on a stair just because it's dangerous. So, you know, use a yoga block so if you fall off or it flips over, you're not going to go anywhere. That same exercise, easy peasy at the bar. So you can also put down a towel or a yoga mat so it's a little softer on your feet. But let's do a few here together before we end today. Nice and light on your hands. We're going to do our eleves. Stick straight knees up and squeeze down. And by the end of your class, you might even have those glorious ballet shakes, right, from all that movement that we've done today. So we're going straight up, squeezing our tail or squeezing our glutes. Seat muscles are working, using our core, rising up, no bend in the knees, straight up, straight down, and then up. Here we switch, coupe parallel, and down, and up, and down. Good, you might be feeling those shakes, and up and down. Last two. Last one. Very nice. Switch it out with the other side. You feel that press down into the floor. Good. And again, you could do 3 sets of 10 for these. Whatever repetition you have building up for it, maybe 10 is enough for now. And then you add on more later. But I always like to add something soft under my feet when I'm doing it, like a yoga mat or something. So these are so helpful. Doing that in the elevate without the plie is really getting some of those muscles back there. But then again, part 2 of that, which I'm not going to take us through all of them today, but you can do this back into first position, repeating the same exercises you just did in the elevate, then switching it over to the coupe with the elevate. So challenging. This is also great for pre-point exercises. You will feel it, I promise you. And then the last part of this to really build up strength in your calves and your soleus is doing it again, but on releve. So the plie, releve, and see how that changes the feeling. You're using a lot of the same muscles, but it does change it. So you really want to tighten them up through the quads when you get there. Really good for those of you looking to get on point. But also it will make it easier to do our exercises into our pirouettes and all the things that we have to do, piqués up onto our point. So last thing you'll probably want to do is just stretch out your calf muscles after you've done that. This is another great reason in having a yoga block or having a stair, so that you can just stretch out your calf muscles at the end of a long ballet class when you're doing lots of repetitive releves. So I hope that was helpful for you. It's really challenging pirouettes, but using the port de bras to tie it all full circle again is very helpful. So keep practicing that. Open, close, so that you can put that together with your lower body when you're doing it. You can also practice your pirouettes at the bar. And then 1, and practicing that. And then 1, so that you have that partner there to give you that catching motion as you practice that coordination of it. Okay, that's what we have for today, guys. Great job. Thank you so much for joining. I really hope that you feel it in your legs and your muscles, and that you've really allowed your upper body a little bit of time to express. When you are doing your ballet class and you're thinking about your port de bras, just please remember your port de bras comes from your back. It does not come from our shoulders. It'll change everything you do from the second you start moving your body when you think about your port de bras coming from your back. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed class today. Thank you so much for coming. It was such a pleasure to have you. Thank you for being here. Come and join us again. It was so good to see you. All right, have a good day or good night, whatever time it is. Bye.
Bye.